Hey everybody, this is Randy on the porch. Why am I calling it Randy on the porch? Because I'm Randy and I'm on the porch. It took me a long time to figure that out. I'm out here today with just a cup of coffee. I want to talk to you for a few minutes. I love my coffee. I don't get to talk to you a whole lot when I'm doing shaving videos because I'm shaving and I'm trying not to keep them too long, but I wanted to talk to you today and I've got some things out here that are some of my favorite shaving gear, and I wanted to show you what those are. You can probably tell usually by my videos, but occasionally I use things in my videos that are not my favorite things, but um, I've bought them, I've paid for them, and I'm going to use them. But some things I do wind up selling. But anyway, I've got a box full of stuff here with different brands of soap, some of my favorite brands of soap. And we'll just start with brush, okay? Now, this is a brush. This is a Farver Turncraft brush. It's got a really pretty handle on it, but that's not my purpose of showing this brush. It's the knot. I love the Sinbad synthetic knots. They're my favorite ones. They're very soft, but they have backbone. I really like those, and that's what you will see me using more than anything because it's my favorite one. And it took me a long time to find a favorite, but I finally did. Um, I got notified the other day, and I'm looking forward to it. I got a message from Ming Lee from Frank Shaving, and as some of you know, I used to sell Ming's brushes for him here in the U.S. So that customers could get them a lot quicker than having them shipped all the way from China. But he's sending me some samples, and I can't wait to get those to see what I think of those. Hopefully he's been watching my videos, and hopefully he knows what I like. But that's the kind of brush. I like the Sinbad knot. They all look like this, except this is the bulb knot. And you can get it in a fan knot. And I have a fan knot, but I've got probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 of these brushes with that particular type of knot in them. Next thing I'm going to show you is razors. My favorite razors are, and this is no big secret, this is the Yates 921M. That's my favorite, all-time favorite razor. I love this razor. It is so well crafted, such great tolerances. It's just a fine piece of shaving gear. And it comes in different finishes, but I prefer the as machined finish, and that's what this is, as well as this Yates razor, which is the America, and it's in the as machined finish. And they're pretty similar. They're not exact, but they both kind of have that built-in angle, if you'll notice. And they're both 2 or 3, 4 lifetimes of razors. They'll last forever. They're stainless steel, and those are the as machined finish. Now I'm going to get to soaps. The first soap that I ever used in wet shaving was a Sterling soap, and I still love Sterling soaps. I just happened to bring the iced coffee scent out here with me. I picked one at random out of my cabinet to bring out here of different brands, but Sterling is it's pretty much a standard in wet shaving, and the scents are always great. That's iced coffee. This is coffee. They smell alike, I'm telling you. That tastes good. I don't know what that tastes like, and I'm not going to find out, but I really do like the Sterling brand of soap. Rod and Mandy Lovin, they just do such a wonderful job, and they have built this company from the ground up and done a fantastic job doing it. And I have several Sterling soaps. Iced coffee is one of my favorite. It's iced because it's menthol, and you know how I feel about menthol. Whoops, knocked my brush over. Okay, let's go to another brand that I like, and this is not in any particular order, but I really like Ariana and Evans soaps. Peter Charkalis, he's another one that has built his company from the ground up. Does a great job. This scent is the pistachio scent, and man, oh man, what a scent that is! That is just fabulous. It's really good, and I've got the matching splash to that. I didn't bring all that out here, but um, Peter does a great job, and he's always coming out with some new scent. He does it quite often, and I really do like Ariana and Evans soaps. Another soap I like that I have just discovered here lately is the 345 Soap Company brand. I had never used that until I purchased the Breakfast Group scent of their soap, and this is kind of I did a Razor Company shaving chat just this morning using this. If you'll go to the Razor Company's YouTube channel, um, you'll see it eventually. I don't know when they'll get it posted up, but I've got it sent to them, and they'll post it at some point. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But this is a really nice scent. Also, it's sandalwood and amber. Now, I'll tell you, like I said in my shave video this morning, I don't pick up much sandalwood. I pick up a lot of amber, and it's a pretty strong scented soap, but it's really, really nice, really nice. And 345 Soap Company does a fantastic job. These soaps, the main thing I like about a soap is I don't have to fight it to get a good lather, and I bowl lather. 99% of the time I bowl lather, and I don't like to have to worry when I pull a tub of soap off the shelf that it's going to be hard to lather. And none of these I'm going to show you are hard to lather. They're all very, very easy to lather. Another brand that I absolutely love and one of the slickest soaps out there, and that is Denton Magic. Mark Denton is the artisan. He does a heck of a job. This is I shaved with this yesterday on my YouTube channel, Shave of the Week. This is the Pink Floyd, which is a Clubman musk scent, and man, it is so nice. It's like I said on my video. It smells like you're walking into Floyd's barbershop on Andy Griffith. It's wonderful. But Denton's, I've got several of his. He makes great soaps. Here's another one that, as far as lathering goes, and slickness, and residual slickness, Master Soap Creations is hard to beat. This I just got, and I haven't even used it yet. This is the Vintage Fabergé, which is let's call it a smell-alike of Brute, and it is so nice. This scent, and there's a story behind this one. I've been wanting this soap for a while, and everywhere I looked, it was out of stock. Everybody had the splash, nobody had the soap. So I got a hold of the artisan, Fernando, down in South Africa, because I thought maybe he had quit producing this particular scent. And I was hoping he hadn't, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I looked in all kinds of places that had it, but they're sold out of it. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I talked to Fernando, and I said, well, what would it cost if you just shipped me a tub from South Africa? He said, too much. And he told me the price, and it was just ungodly. And I said, yeah, you're right. That's way too much. But I happen to think my daughter has a good friend in the UK. And it just so happened that when I was talking to Fernando, or a day or two after I talked to Fernando, I learned that my daughter was taking another trip to the UK. She goes over there a couple times a year to stay with her friend. And her friend lives in Manchester, England, actually Bolton, which is right outside of Manchester. And so I got a hold of Fernando again, and I said, hey, do you have any vendors or suppliers or distributors over in the UK? He said, yeah. He said, I've got one here. I can't remember the name of it. I'm ashamed of that, but I can't. And he said, I'm showing that he has it in stock. So I got on the internet. I went to the place's website, and it was in Suffolk, England, Suffolk. So they had it in stock. I ordered it, and I changed the address and to ship it, the shipment address, to the address of where my daughter was going to be staying, her friend. And I had it shipped there, and she left that next day, and she flew from here to from here to DC, to Frankfurt, Germany, to Manchester. And she got there, and the next day, her first day of waking up over there, this came. It was delivered that quickly. She brought it home to me yesterday. And now I've got it. I've got it, finally. Even though nobody here has it stocked, and I don't know why they don't, because Fernando says he has it ready to ship, but he hasn't received any orders. U.S. suppliers, order this. This is a good scent. You need it in your stock. But I love it. The scent. But, now listen. I'm 69 years old. I grew up in I call it the late 50s, early 60s, and early 70s. And Brute was the thing when I was in high school. I mean, if you didn't smell like Brute, you weren't a cool guy. And that's why I love this scent so much. But it's a good scent for anyone. It's very, very nice. Vintage Fabergé. And another thing, because I don't want to appear critical of our U.S. Retailers and shippers. You got to remember, I told you how quickly this got delivered. You got to remember that the entire UK is like the size of Texas. I mean, they're not very big at all. They're 1/6 the size of the United States. So naturally, they can ship things from one end of the UK to the other a whole lot quicker than we can ship from one coast to the other. So that's the reason I think the shipping was so quick. Some more coffee before it gets cold. Okay, what do I have next? Oh, another one that I'm sure you're all familiar with. Another one of my favorites is Shannon's soaps. She makes excellent soaps. This is A Quiet Storm. I just did a video with this last week, I guess. Or no, yeah. I did a shaving chat on the Razor Company's YouTube channel with this. And this is the scent is like gray flannel. It's kind of a dupe of that. And it's a beautiful scent. But she makes really, really nice soaps. This is in a 3-ounce tub. She has started, I don't know whether she started selling all of her soaps in an optional 3-ounce tub or not, but I like the smaller tubs. I should have mentioned that about Denton Magic. Mark is making these little 2.5-ounce jars, and then he makes a small, I think it's a 2-ounce maybe, splash. I've got the splashes in there. I didn't bring everything out here, but anyway, we've all got so many soaps. It's kind of handy to have smaller containers. That way you don't wind up wasting soap. Another one I love, and the label looks horrible, but that's my fault. I spilled alcohol or something on it. But this is Azalea City Suds out of Mobile, Alabama, Arthur Knowles. And this is his Trinity scent. I didn't bring the tub of soap because I ended up with 2 tubs of his Trinity soap. And the way that happened was I bought one. I bought the set, this with a tub of soap. And I was using it a lot. And then I wound up winning another tub of his soap. So what I did is I took a larger empty tub, this size, and I combined them. And so I don't have his soap in his tub anymore, but I do have his aftershave splash. And like I said, I screwed the label up. Oh, it doesn't matter. It still smells great. It's a wonderful scent. I told him when this first came out, I said, man, that ought to be nominated for Scent of the Year because it's really, really good. Okay. I talked about Sterling first. I also used their glacial unscented aftershave splash. Why do I do that? Because like I told you, I like menthol. Not all splashes are mentholated, but I like for all of mine to be mentholated. So what I'll do is I will take a splash that came with a soap, and I'll put some in my palm of my hand, and then I add a little bit of this to add the menthol, and then put it on the face. It's real handy for that. It's a great mentholated, and it's not just mentholated, it's glacial. That means when you see that on a Sterling product, it's pretty cold. Now, he has, I'll show you on this tub of soap, you'll see that just says menthol. It's not quite as strong of a menthol as his glacial. I like menthol, I like glacial, I like cold stuff. Now, I saved this one for the last because I just discovered it. And there's a little story behind it. I've got a friend who's a subscriber to my channel, and we talk a lot on Facebook. I've never met him, but he's a friend. I mean, we've just become friends. His name is Lee Nunez, and I had a lot of stuff in my cabinet in there that I just wasn't using. That's the end of that. I had blades, I had razors, had lathering bowls, I don't remember what all, but I put a bunch of stuff in a box, and I sent it to Lee, and I told him, I said, you're going to have a goodie box coming. And I said, I don't want any money for it. It's just sitting here gathering dust. And that's not right. Somebody needs to be using this stuff. So I sent it to Lee, not expecting anything in return. Didn't want anything in return. Didn't ask for anything in return. I just wanted to get rid of the stuff that I sent him. I sent him some single edge gem type razors, one of which he's fallen in love with, thank goodness. But anyway, I sent this to him. And then on my USPS account that I have, because I ship stuff sometimes and I get a lot of stuff, I have what they call informed delivery. And that tells me, I can go to that and it tells me every day what's coming in the mail, where it's at, how far along it's moved, getting to me. And I started seeing that this package was coming to me from Minnesota. And I racked my brain and I thought, I haven't ordered anything from Minnesota. So I asked my wife, because she orders a lot of things off of Amazon and a lot of different places. And I said, you ordered anything from Minnesota? She said, no. I said, well, we got something coming. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out when it gets here. Well, it finally got here. And what it was a soap and splash set from an artisan called Farmhouse North in Minnesota. This is from Oh, it doesn't have the city, and I have forgotten the city. But anyway, it's called Farmhouse North. It's a lady who does this, not full time. It's like a side gig for her. Lee has used a lot of her soaps. Look how that's stamped in there. Isn't that cool? Farmhouse North. And you can see where I've dipped out of it. This scent is called Sweet Home Chicago. And it is a tobacco cherry type, sort of like a pipe tobacco scent. And it is a wonderful product. It's become one of my favorite soaps. She was also kind enough to send me another half tub, just complimentary, a half tub of her soap that's called Havana Nights. Yeah, Havana Nights, that's what it's called. Because Lee had told her that I love tobacco scents, and I do. So she sent me a half a tub, complimentary, and I have since ordered, and it's on its way. I've been watching it on Informed Delivery. I've ordered the splash for the Havana Nights because I fell in love with the tobacco scent. I really think that it's the best tobacco scent I've ever smelled. It is. There is something special about it, and I can't really tell what it is. But when you smell it, you smell the tobacco, but there's like a, I don't know, something else jumps out at you. It's kind of a spicy something. It's the best way I can describe it. And y'all know me, and I've told you a million times, I'm not good. I see guys pick up soaps like this. Here's a good example. The breakfast group soap, it says sandalwood and amber. Well, I'll see a guy and he'll say, I smell the amber, and yeah, I can really pick up that sandalwood. I can't. If there's sandalwood in there, it's beyond my nose. I don't smell it. I'm sure I know it's in there. They say it is. They're not going to lie about it. But I can't. And then they'll go on, and I'm picking up a hint of bergamot, and I'm also picking up a little bit of patchouli. I don't really know if those guys are that good or not, but I'm not. I can't do that. I pick up a soap like this. I say, man, that smells wonderful. That's good enough for me. I don't try to analyze the scent notes and say this is the top note, this is the middle note, and then this is the bottom note, and there's a hint of grapefruit and cherry and lemon, and I don't get it. If you can do that, more power to you. You're awesome. I can't do that. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of have a chat with you because like I said, I don't get to do that when I shave because I don't want to keep everybody forever during the shaves. And I just wanted to show you what my favorite things were. And that's not to say that I may not get something next week that becomes an instant favorite. I don't know. But these are the ones the brands that I have that I really enjoy using. And kudos to all these artisans. There are so many artisans out there. If you don't believe it, I've been talking about the Razor Company, and you know I'm an affiliate for them. If you'll just go to their website and once you get in there, click on Soaps and Creams, and then scroll over and go down and click on Soaps. In the left-hand side, you'll see a list of brands. I don't know how many there are. It just goes on and on and on. There are so many different soap brands out there, and I haven't used nearly all of them. But I don't know how some of these places continue to operate with that much competition out there, because I have said before, and I'll say it again, wet shaving is a small niche of people. We think sometimes we're big. We are very tiny when it comes to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And we're minuscule compared to a lot of other hobbies like fishing and golfing and what's that new thing? Pickleball. My God, pickleball has exploded. But anyway, this is our hobby. We love it. Pick you up some of these. I'm going to go over them one more time. Farmhouse North. They've all got websites. Master Soap Creations. 345 Soap Company. I don't know where the name came from, but it doesn't matter. Ariana and Evans, or A&E as they're sometimes called. Sterling. Be sure you've got at least a couple of tubs of Sterling in your collection. Shannon's. Great soaps. Denton Magic. Get you some of Mark's work. He does excellent work. I'm sorry, Arthur. Your label looks awful, but it's my fault. Azalea City Suds in Mobile, Alabama. Excellent. He doesn't have a ton of offerings, but it's excellent. Sinbad Knots. Sterling again. And one more time on the razors. This is my favorite adjustable that I've ever had. I've had this one. I've had the Pearl Flexi. I've had the Fat Boy. I've still got a Gillette Slim. And I've had a Merkur Progress. This is my favorite of all of them, and it's the only one I've kept besides my Slim. I still have my Slim. And then the Yates America. Didn't mean to keep you this long. And then the Yates 921M. But if you want a Yates, you can get all kinds of different configurations. He has all kinds of bars, caps, open comb, closed comb, brass, titanium, stainless. You can build your own razor on his site. It's BYOR, build your own razor. And you can just design it the way you want to. But hey, that's it for today. But I wanted to do this, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, let me know. I've been picking up some subscribers. I'm proud of that. It doesn't help me buy any of this, but I still, if nobody's watching, I'm wasting my time. I'm glad that I'm picking up subscribers. And I appreciate every one of you. And I'm going to let you go now, get this out of my way so I can reach my phone. And I'll talk to you guys on the next shave, next Tuesday. Have a great rest of the week. Have a great day. Have smooth shaves. And I'll talk to you later. Adios.